Hello, everyone. Hello. You're not even going to believe this. How is everyone? Welcome to the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. Welcome. Come on in. Just want to let you know you can support me by sending stars. Stars help me earn money to make more content. So come on in. I want to uh, welcome you all to the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast, where we inspire, encourage, and empower people to live a healthier lifestyle. So, thank you all for tuning in. I just want to let you know that this is my second time recording this because I forgot to hit the record button. So this will be my second time doing this presentation, but it is what it is. You know, we all do our things. So I'm Anna. I am a retired school teacher. And my mission in life is to inspire, encourage, and empower people to live a healthier lifestyle. So I am on here today to talk to you a little bit about New Year's resolutions. So I talked to you. This is my third recording for the year, and I talked to you about setting a mindset. And your mindset is very important. It helps you live a better life. And we want to try to have a positive mindset in life. So uh, that's what basically we want to do. And I want to try to help you do that while I'm also helping myself as well. So I'm all about self-care. And so at the start of a new year is the perfect time to turn a new page, which is probably why so many people make New Year's resolutions. The new year often feels like a fresh start and a great opportunity to change bad habits and establish a new routine. Also, it's going to help you grow psychologically, emotionally, socially, physically, and intellectually. Now, of course, resolutions are not easy, and it's easy to make them, but it's hard to accomplish them. And so that's why by the end of March, most people have forgotten all about their resolutions. And so my job here this evening is what I figured is to help you to keep your resolutions that you have made. So I did do a little presentation here. If I can pull it up, let's see. Uh, okay. How to keep your New Year's resolutions. And so the first thing, this was my agenda that you cannot see, but it does say introduction here. I don't know why it's not showing. And then the second thing that I'm going to be talking about is the 10 tips on how to keep your resolutions. And then I'm going to take that and I am going to relate it to preschool, school age, teenagers, and families in as far as resolutions. So, um, what is a resolution? Well, a resolution is a promise or something different that you're going to do something different in order to improve your life. And that's what we're all about is improving our life. It's also a resolve to change, but it's also to improve your life as well. I dropped my paper here. So, with that being said, why do we make resolutions? Why do we make resolutions? Well, a series of studies into what researchers have dubbed the first fresh start effect has looked at how temperamental landmarks can motivate aspirational behavior. So the new year feels like a new beginning, which is why so many people often do resolutions during this time. While this practice can sometimes lead people to bite off more than what they can chew, going after resolutions can also present great opportunities to overcome struggles with willpower, determination, and integrity. Perception of the success of these resolutions vary. In one study, however, only around 12% of the people who made New Year's resolutions felt that they were successful in achieving their goals. Some of the most common resolutions include, so let me show you some of them. My light was off, Lord Jesus. All right, so these are some of the common ones. Losing weight, sticking to a healthier diet, exercising regularly, making better financial choices, quit smoking, spend more time with family. Do you see any of those up there that maybe you have done? I see a couple of those up there. Uh, well, really, I see quite a few up there that I do quite a few of those. So, but these are the common ones that people use uh, every year. Every year, these are mostly the top ones that people select to do. So while many people feel that they don't achieve their resolution goal, one study shows that those who set New Year's resolutions are 10 times more likely to actually change their behavior than people who don't make them those yearly goals. So, how long do resolutions last? While most surveys suggest that with the majority of the people don't stick with the New Year's resolution for long, one 2020 study found that 55% of the participants considered themselves successful at sustaining resolutions after a year. In that study, researchers found that people were more successful at reaching or keeping approachable oriented goals as opposed to avoidance oriented goals. So, um, one of the approachable goals is like changing a habit, like changing your eating or sleeping habit. However, the avoidance orientated ones, you're motivated by a desire to avoid something. Okay. So even if resolutions don't always stick, that doesn't mean that resolutions aren't worth making. So one survey conducted by YouGov found that people who plan to make New Year's resolutions were more optimistic about the future. Let's see. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so, so, so much. So let me go on. So this is CTA. This is my sponsor. They're telling me hello. Isn't that wonderful? But anyway, she says that she loves this show. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm trying to give out pertinent information to my constituents. Here we go again. Those are the common things. So now I want to give you 10 tips to keep your resolutions. Okay. So, and I'm gonna kind of expound on it a little bit for you. So these are things that you should do. You want to choose a specific goal. Now, most of the time when people choose a New Year's resolution, they might choose 10, 5, 10, sometimes 20 goals. No, 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 no. We're only going to choose a specific goals. You want to limit your resolutions. Okay. So maybe one or two that you can kind of focus on one at a time. You got to do that focusing one at a time. And then you've got to put in time into planning. Plan, 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 plan. Okay. You've got to put into the time for planning for you to make that goal. It has to be planned. Don't wait until the last minute to choose your goal. Picking wisely and putting extensive planning are essential parts of achieving any goal. Experts suggest that you brainstorm how you will tackle a major behavior change, including the steps you will take and why you want to do it, and the ways to keep yourself on track. So make a detailed plan. Write it down. Writing it down can help you stick to your goal. This is critical. It's critical. For one thing, it allows you to consider what tactics you will use when you're faced with challenges. When things get difficult, what strategies will you use to stay on the path toward making your resolution a reality? And you are going to get challenges. Okay? It's going to be there. So you need to reflect. And the next thing is to start with small steps. So, excuse me, to reach your goal. Oh, hello, hello, Boss Life Online. Hello. Thank you for joining me. But you want to start with small steps. Okay. And really and truly, these small steps are really your objectives. Okay. These small steps is going to help you get to the end of the road of that objective that you want to do. You want to take little bitty steps. Okay. So, although it might seem like a slow start, these small increments change to make it easier for you to stick to your new healthy habits and increase the likelihood of long-term success. Now, the next one is avoid repeating past failures. So thank you. You want to avoid repeating past failures. So you want to look at that resolution. And if you're going to keep that same resolution, then you need to reevaluate it. Okay. Listen to me. So if you're going to use the same resolution, you don't want to make the same mistake. If it didn't work the last time, then you've got to look at it a different way this time. Okay. You've got to look at it. Hello. You have got to look at it a different way. So, which strategies were effective and which were least effective? Based upon that, then you've got to make that goal a little more feasible, or you need to change it so that you'll be more likely to see results. Okay. Hi, Gio. How are you? Thank you so much for coming on and giving me some support. So then the next thing is you want to renew your motivation. Renew your motivation. You want to feel confident and highly motivated to reach that goal. Because if you don't, then you're not going to make that change to reach that goal. You're going to be dragging. So you got to renew your motivation for that goal. And remember that change is a process. It's not easy. Change is something that is not easy. So I I always use myself. Yeah, baby steps. You're right. So Geo says baby steps is what I said. Yes, renew your motivation. Don't give up. Learn and adapt. You want to learn and adapt because challenges are going to hit you. It's life. Life is full of challenges. And you can also keep a journal, a resolution journal. Now, I don't know if any of you follow me, but I have what is called a jar, a joy jar. And it's just a mason jar. But I saw this and I said, I'm going to do this. Okay. And what I do is it's done weekly. I figure, oh my God, I can at least put one little thing in here for a week. Okay. So I take the jar, it's just a jar, and I take a little piece of paper. And at the end of the week, I write something that happened to me that brought me joy, and I stick it in that jar. So at the end of the year, I should have 52 notes in that jar. And so I want to, at the end of the year, I'm going to read it because sometimes you forget about your joys and your goals and stuff like that. So just keep on working on your goals and do a journal. Now, I'm not basically doing a journal, but I'm doing a joy jar, which is you can do either way, however you want to do or keep up. But when you go back and look at that, you're going to be just so amazed at all of the joys that you have had um, the through the year, and plus it'll make you feel so much better, and you'll see all of your blessings and all of those things as well. So just remember that. So this is a healthy New Year resolution for kids. I usually stop right here. This is where I would like to show my commercial. I'm new at this, so just bear with me. I'm going to share my screen in just a few moments. I want to show you. This is one of my sponsors that has really helped me a lot uh, in my business. So I want to share. Hold on, my screen. Eventually, I guess I'll be a little bit better at this. But here we go. share this, and this is what I'm going to hear.
CTR Media Network was created for today's podcasters. We provide a safe haven for content creators that are everyday people doing extraordinary things. We have a system of positioning, monetization training, coaching, and support for our podcasters' success. CTR Media Network simply bridges that gap with a level playing field for your dreams to come true cost effectively. Our team provides a premium service and experience for our podcasters to grow. CTR Media Network provides access, support, resources, coaching, and community for our podcasters to win, if you put in the work. We believe that we are living in a unique time which requires you to share your message of hope with millions of people around the world. Remember that the world is never too saturated for you, your voice and message. A platform for positive, impactful media where the content creators are in the driver's seat. Visit our website today by going to www.ctrmedianetwork.com.
Okay. I'm getting better. Oh, I love to journal too. I really love to journal. It really helps and it gives you a good reflection and it makes you see the positive things that is happening in your life. It really does. So thank you for those comments. So let's get back to the healthy New Year's resolutions for children, for kids. So I wanted to, because I am a preschool teacher, I am a retired school teacher, and my degree was in early childhood education. So I do have uh, a degree in early childhood education, a master's in early childhood education, plus I have an administration degree with a lot of hours. But the babies was my thing. I love the babies, and so it's important to me that we start at an early age teaching our children how to do resolutions. And so when we look at a resolution, we want to set smart goals. And by smart goals, I mean we want those goals to be specific. We want those goals to be measurable. We want those goals to be achievable. We want those goals to be relevant. And we want those goals to be time bound. So when we set our goals. So with that being said, I came up with well, I'm giving everyone maybe 5 goals in each of the areas that maybe you can discuss with your child if you have a preschool child. Now, a preschool child is ages 3 through 5. And even though they're that young age, you are not going to get them to do a long term goal. Okay, so that's out. But this is a good time to start with your child in setting short term goals with this age group. It's a start. So you want to start uh, getting them to think about little goals, and these are some of them, and they can monitor these goals themselves. You can put a chart up and give them some stickers, and they'll be sticker happy. So I will clean up my toys at the end of the day before bedtime, and maybe you and the child can come up with maybe a solution or something, or a reward, or however you want to do it. But these are great ideas or suggestions. I mean, it's only 5 here. It's many more that you could, but you need to discuss them with your child. And 2 is I will wash my hands after going to the bathroom and before eating. I brush my teeth twice a day, once after breakfast and again before I go to sleep. Number 4, I will try all the food on my plate, even if it's just one bite. And I know these are sounding familiar to you because you most of the time we fuss, that food only take. I will work on my letters at least 5 minutes a day. Or it could be letters and numbers. It could be shapes. It could be whatever you want it to be. But preschooler can, a preschooler can set resolutions. So work with them as well. Now let's look at the school age, because the school age is anywhere from kindergarten through middle school. That's the middle school. It's a rough age, y'all. But they think they grown, but they still babies. Okay, they want to be grown. But I will always wear a helmet when bicycling. I will buckle my seatbelt every time I get in the car. I will read at least one book per month. I will turn off electronic devices like tablets, the television, video games at least 30 minutes before bed. And I will find a sport that I can do 3 times a week. Now, by sports, it can be anything. It could be basketball, football. For the girls, it could be dancing, ballet, things like that. But what this is doing, number 5 is doing, is really getting them geared to exercise, to be able to exercise throughout their life. It's preparing them for that. And then let's look at the teenagers. Now, let me tell you this about the teenagers. Now, we all know the teenagers probably can do their own um, resolutions, but it is all, however, they do still need some guidance, because you want that teenager to set a realistic goal. Okay. And so it helps for you to talk to them as well, because it's a bonding time for you. And plus, you get to know what's important to them. So, but these are some suggestions. I would eat at least one fruit and vegetable every day. I will help out my community through volunteering or working with community groups. I will wipe negative self-talk out of my vocabulary. I'm very adamant about that. We want to talk to ourselves in a positive manner, not a negative manner. We want to look at ourselves as positive, not negative. So whatever we say about ourselves as negative, we're going to switch that around and we're going to make it a positive self-talk. We want to talk to ourselves good. I will start a savings account and work on putting away a certain amount each month. I won't check social media notifications after I go to bed. That's a hard one. It's probably hard for all of us adults as well. But we need to kind of like get into, the practice of doing that. And then let's look at the family, because, a family, when you do family resolutions, you want to include the kids in it. They should be a part of the family, the whole family's resolution. So these are some of the things that you all can come up with, maybe just some suggestions. Um, we will limit fast food to twice per month or less. And we all are guilty of the fast food. I'm just telling you, just now in my old age, I'm kind of getting out of the fast food because you're busy. You can go there, you can grab it real quick. But I had to learn that I got a crock pot. I would prepare my meals before, so when I got home, they would already be ready. So we have to get into that mindset. We will add at least one fresh fruit snack to our daily routine, which is a good habit. You get that fiber, you need it. We will spend 30 minutes playing together every weeknight. 30 minutes is not a lot of time, but it's not about the amount of time, but it's the quality of time that you have with your family. And so at least 30 minutes playing together. And so if the weather is bad, you can play an active game indoors. You want to share a meal together 4 times a week and do not use your cell phone. You want to talk. You want to hold conversation. You want to talk about your day. You want to talk about their day. You want to get them into talking. You want to communicate. And then maybe on Sundays or whatever day you all have a bond and enjoy quality time together. My family was during the holidays. That was when we got together and played board games. Everybody was off, and we usually was at someone's home for dinner or something like that, or breakfast, or whatever the occasion was. And we would get together. We play games. Sometimes we play Monopoly, Siren, Candyland, spades, Jim Rummy, Crazy Eights. We played games. That was part of our thing as well. So I do want to just say this, that even though we all set realistic and carefully planned resolutions, don't always work out the way we hope. Now, let's be honest. If outside factors get in the way of your child's goal, you can use that experience to teach them flexibility. Learning to adapt and pivot when life throws us a curveball is a fundamental aspect of building resistance or resilience, perseverance. Turn disappointments into teachable moments and help your child navigate their own New Year's resolution. So last week, I showed you, well, I didn't show you, I let you listen to a video of, her name was Aspen, and she gave us a summary of goals and objectives. And so even though you listen to her, today I want you to see her. I'm going to try to share my screen again. And because she has a very powerful message, and she is so convincing. Just hold on one moment. Let me get to my clip here, because I'm not okay. Let me see here.
So, you have a goal.
Let me
You want
share.
to achieve something? You have big dreams you want to accomplish.
Okay, wait a minute.
That's great. But here's the bad news.
Did you know that 92% of people never achieve their goal? Perhaps most people never learn to set goals the right way in the first place.
Well, you're in luck, because today I'm here to help you do just that. I'm Aspen, this is Rocky Kids, and let's get this started. So, you have a goal. That's awesome. So, go out there and start working hard on achieving that goal. In theory, that sounds good. But in reality, that doesn't always work out so well. There's a reason most successful people begin with a plan. You can't just build a house without a plan. You can't just build a successful business without a plan. And you certainly can't achieve a goal without a plan. Before I give you 4 proven steps to ensure that you reach that goal, I must say that learning to set a plan for your goals can help as you grow from a little you to a big you. Goal setting is a skill, and it's something we must learn. It teaches us to take responsibility for our behaviors. It promotes a can-do attitude, and it forms a powerful, lifelong habit of achieving the things we want. Sounds pretty good, right? Now that we have that out of the way, here are 4 proven steps you can take to reach your goals. Number 1, choose your big goal. What is that one thing you want to achieve? If you knew you wouldn't fail, what would you set your sights on? Think big. This is your goal. This is your vision. You have to know where you're going. So choose your big goal. Number 2, what's the purpose of that goal? I think a better way of saying this is, why do you want to achieve this goal? How can it help others? How can it help you? If you don't have a true reason for why you want to do something, then what's the point of even doing it? This is no different when it comes to our goals. If there is no real purpose for wanting to achieve it, it most likely will never happen. Have a purpose, and when you get stuck, come back to your purpose. Number 3, break it down into smaller steps. Use a goal ladder. At the top of the ladder is the big goal, and each rung on the ladder are the smaller steps required to get to the top. One step leads to the next, and when we have smaller steps along the way, it's much easier to measure our progress. Make these steps very specific, and use the 3 W's to help define each step. Who can help? What do I need to do? And when do I need to do it? Small steps are the key to reaching your goal. Number 4, what are the obstacles? Here's what most people never think about. And when it gets hard or they can't see reaching that next step, they give up. But we need to plan for the obstacles. We need to plan for the hard stuff. What can stand in your way of achieving your big goal? And when that happens, what are you going to do about it? What negative thoughts might you have along the way? How can you use positive self-talk to overcome these obstacles? What about perseverance and grit? Do you have what it takes? Do you want it bad enough? Think about the obstacles that can stand in your way and how you can overcome them. Here's a bonus tip. Write it down and monitor your progress. By writing it down, you are 42% more likely to achieve your goals. And by monitoring where you are, you can see what you are doing right, which encourages you to continue on your track. By seeing where you can improve, you can make adjustments and continue towards reaching your goal. Reaching our goals is never easy. It takes a lot of hard work, and we have to take massive action. But always take a look at that ladder and see how far you've come. Congratulate and reward yourself along the way. And just think about how it will feel when you finally do reach that goal. What is your big goal? Let us know by commenting on this video. We would love to hear from you. Don't forget to
Isn't she awesome? She is an awesome little that well. She explains it so well. Isn't she? I don't know how old she is, but I always say you can learn from children, and so she really summarized that very well. I felt, and I wanted people to see that as well. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank CTR Media Network and Sweet Listings Dessert for all occasions. And I do, let me see if I don't think I have another slide. If you want to get in touch with me, let me show you. This is my YouTube channel. I would like for you to please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. And I am also on a Facebook. This is my Facebook. And if you need to reach me, you can reach me at lacine1@gmail.com. I do want to take this time to let you know that I am seeking guests for my podcast. It is free to come on. I am taking donations, however, and I do have sponsorships. So if you are interested in that, please email me and we can get together and talk. So I want to thank everyone for coming on, and I apologize. I forgot to hit the record button the first time that I did it. Oh, thank you so much. Gio Moreau says, thank you for a great show. Also, she is saying that, oh, she's family. We are family. I love CTR Media Network and the group. They have brought so much joy. I don't even want to because that make me start crying. But you all have a great thing, and I'll see you next Wednesday. I think it's going to be on uh, planning. We're going to start planning for our meals. Have a great one, and thank you again. Bye bye.